Doing the thing. Doing the thing, checking the audio. Checking the audio. Audio sounds good. Let's check the other audio. Check the other audio. The other audio. Audio. Sounds good. And I mean, I might as well, I guess, announce in Discord if I'm gonna do it. In Discord. I guess it's already announced. I'm not gonna worry about Discord. I'm assuming folks. Oh yeah, I did already check audio. I did it. I did it. So I got a couple new tools today. A couple new fancy, interesting things. I've got speed timers now that count down when I push buttons. I have a total timer up there in the corner, and you can donate bits now. But again, I mean, I'll just tell you to fuck off if I don't want to do it. Yeah. I think that's it. Also, I have my window open now as well. And I put on the other video from the other day, the super fancy one with the bridge. The bridge video. Are we good? Are we ready? I think I'm kind of ready. I think I'm good. Oh, and I'm actually going to set the correct incline. Oh shit, I don't have my chats. I can't. Never. Hang on a minute. I forgot to, have chats functional. Pop out chat. Pop out chat number 1. And then pop out chat number 2. Then those can go away. Alright, give me 1 second here. There's some like intense music. Make sure 'tis working. Oh, and I got my Stream Deck too, but conveniently it's like the day that Elgato is doing maintenance. Those assholes. Oh, my green screen's being really flickery and pissing me off. I don't know if there's a lot that I can do about it without like totally bleaching me out. So I have another light here that I could turn up, but okay, so it's a little flickery, but if I turn it up too much, then I start disappearing, which is not great. Like, see, like right there, my forehead disappears. I don't really want my forehead to disappear. So you might just have to deal with little tiny flickery things all around. Like, actually, if I move my hands real fast, they start to disappear. Actually, it's not bad. Not bad. Although I'll focus for a while until the camera figures it out. Camera figured out. Hello. There it is. Okay. So, camera's as good as it's gonna get for tonight. It is. Oh, it's 11. Fucking shit. I'm gonna do like 45 minutes. We'll do 45 minutes. We're gonna take it easy. And our video is 50 minutes, so it should be just about right. And it's a stopwatch. Oh, we gotta start. The meme sound. The beep 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 beeps. Okay. Oh, I didn't. All right, we're officially moving. And here we go. Yeah, those speeds down there are really kind of tough to see. I might have to have like a background. I don't know. This is my first shot at this. We'll see how it goes. Okay. I can already tell. There's a difference. So I ran for like, how long did I run? So I ran like 84 minutes yesterday, which is fucking crazy. So that's a long time. That's a long time to run for someone who, like, you know, doesn't. And I think a big part of that was that I forgot the incline. And so, anyway, I felt really good, and then I realized at the end, like, I was like, I made so much progress, I feel so good. And then it's like, oh yeah, I feel great because I didn't have any incline whatsoever. Oh, my stupid... 1 second. Much better. The, I was a little like, oh man, I thought I made so much progress, but in reality, I just didn't turn up the incline. That's all I did. I just didn't do that. Oh. But I did, today. So, if I do well today, then I can actually, like, really celebrate again. And that'll be cool. What else has been going on today? So, Blue Box RPG Dark Sun stream was today. That was pretty fun. What did they do? The campaign's really good. John and I are still kind of trying to figure out the camera stuff. And so it's getting better. Like, as far as, like, I don't get as nervous when I'm, like, moving tokens, when he's describing things. And, it actually really works out if his Talespire, like, takes a dump. Like, he'll just start getting crazy errors, and I can, like, hey, I'll take over the camera, you leave and come back, and then, like, no one knows, right? It's difficult for the players, though. Okay, so we're gonna do speed 3 10 minutes, which is like a long time. That's a long time. But like, normally I would do speed 3 for like 3 minutes, and then I would do speed 4, and then, like, but usually I'm only running for like 15 minutes because that's as much time as I had. Now I have more time, so I can do longer at the lower speeds. But so yeah, we need to develop a system for that Tabletop RPG stream to tell the players which camera to be paying attention to. And we just need to figure it out. Like, we could use Discord, or we could use Zoom. You know, some sort of system of keywords to let the players know where to go. But it should be good. Yeah, the tokens are super fun. God, I love the tokens in that. By SimCity and Gone Splitter, they did, like, today, the custom tokens we saw were the... Who is that? Hey, what's up, SimCity? Your name shows up as, like, dark-ass blue for me. Far away, so I can't see. I can't see your name. Hey, what's up? Look, I made little timers. You want to see one? I'll do 4. I'll do speed 4 for 1 minute. As soon as I get it. And you can see what it does. Down. Okay, ready? I think this will work. Speed 4 custom. Yeah, I did it! I did it! Oh, you can't fucking read it, right? It's... So I have, like, a total timer thing, and now I have, like, speed 4, speed 5, speed 6. They're really ghetto. Like, they're just, you know, just enough to work. There's a little, like, Windows timer, like my streamer timer app that I'm using, so it's just reading them from a file. But I got my Stream Deck today, but conveniently Elgato, their site's undergoing maintenance, so I can't actually download the software. So I'll be able to have, like, just a button that's like boop, like add a minute, boop. Word art. That is my style. My style is like everything 1995. Okay, it's gonna beep, but I don't know if you can hear it. Tell me if you hear anything. I heard a little beep. I did it! Woohoo! Is this gonna stay there? Oh shit. Fuck that, I'm going back to 3. Whew. pause it. Stop it. There it goes. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think I forgot to set up a... What I'll probably do is, you can use like a custom audio. So I'll have it do like a cheer, fuck if I know. I might have a button that does like, that plays like an animation. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, I got this stuff all set up in like 5 or 10 minutes. So we use the conchs today on stream. We use the, fuck, I can never remember the name of it. The Inex. Looks like it's like a turtle-looking dude, but he has no shell. It has like a big, like a pointed beak, like a bird-like face. But it's like low to the ground, like an ankylosaurus. Oh, so, you know how I ran forever yesterday? I ran for like 84 minutes or whatever. Well, I forgot to set the incline. So I was at 0% incline the whole run. There's even one with traders. Okay, so that is a Mechalot. A Mechalot's the big one with a shell. This one, I think it's an Inex or Ibex. It's like lower, it's just smaller. Unless it's, why is my camera lagging? Do you see that? Seems like my camera's lagging to me. It's not saying I'm dropping frames, but I see it lagging. I wonder why. Does it need brighter light? Oh, there's a dwarf trader on an Inex. Yeah, it's an Inex. Camera? Am I too close? I don't know. I have it hardwired in. I don't know. Whew. So the stream today was good. We did Baldrax's Badlands board, and they fought some conchs, and there's some Theater of the Mind stuff with some giant worms, which was really cool. Camera clips a bit, but it's fine. Yeah, it's just looking laggy. I have it set pretty narrow. You know what I mean? I have it set pretty narrow. So, John has a printed version of the giant worm. Well, it's printed and painted, actually. They didn't actually fight it though. They just had it like as a model. Yeah, my camera's super fucking laggy. Why is my camera laggy? That's weird. You're seeing that too, right? I wonder why. So I put a little thing over the light over here. I don't know. My camera wasn't laggy like this the last like 2 times. And the only thing I did differently was cover this light. Let's do an experiment, okay? Experiment. Oh, one sec. This is like a lot more light on me. Okay, now there's like no lag. So it's light. With webcams, if you're getting bad quality, you need more light. It's not having to compensate or something for there being no light there. 15 seconds, and then we'll do 15 seconds. Then we're gonna do 2 minutes speed 4, 1 minute speed 5. Okay, so speed 4, right? Start, add a minute, Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Lights are a pain. What's nice is I have a lot of them. I mean, I'm only using my stupid overhead light because it has a fan on it. And then I have like a little brick light. I have 2 more little brick lights, but they're like by my computer. I have a friend who's really good at all the video stuff and the lighting. And I'll probably have him come over. You know, the thing about him is he's like extremely good. He's like extremely fucking professional. And I don't want to ask for his help until I have like, I can demonstrate to him that I've tried on my own a lot, you know? You need a lot of them, and maybe those diffuser things. Yeah, so I had a diffuser on my overhead light just now, because it makes me real shiny, and it casts a shadow on my green screen, and I would need like I need a light like up in the corner, shining specifically on the green screen, you know what I mean? So, I'll probably do this for a couple of weeks, get it pretty dialed in, and have him come in and do like a lighting consultation for me. But I really want to show him that I've done my due diligence because he's really fucking smart. I don't want to waste his time. Woo. Woo. Oh, so got my Fitbit, plugged it the fuck in, synced it the fuck up. Guess what you can't do? Have real-time heart rate data. That's fucking annoying. So I'm gonna have to get, you know, just like a cheapo heart rate monitor. I know, right? Like, I did it. Gosh, I wish I had a Stream Deck and I didn't have to click buttons. Okay. Yeah, speed 5, here we go. If there's anybody watching, I will do 1 minute speed 6 for the low price of 100 bits after the speed 5. Give me a discount. You're making your way through Castle Ravenloft high volumes? Wait, are you creating them? Are you doing it? Oh, SimCity, don't do it. It's not fucking, like, I was effectively getting paid to do it and I wouldn't do it. So, sort of. Fuck. What I wanted to do is have a total timer over there that, hang on. Did it! Victory! Fucking victory! Okay, victory. Oh, my Fitbit just made a noise. You're earning zone minutes, it says. What the fuck is my heart rate, asshole? Tell me. Tell me my heart rate. I don't care about... Where's my heart rate? Current heart rate is 155. I think that's good. Yeah, that map is really big. I feel so bad, you know what I mean? Like, I should have done high volumes for it. I might do high volumes for it, but I will also likely not, ever. My so I need to figure out camera settings too. It's very different if I want nice crisp me running and not being fuzzy than if I'm just like sitting still in front of my computer. So there's probably settings for that, I imagine. What is that? Twitch. Oh, it's like a little celebration thing. That was good. I got speed 5 out of the way. 15 minutes in, we're doing all right. I think I want to do the whole hour. I think it's 50 minutes where the guy goes out and turns around and comes back over the bridges. I forgot to point it out, but in the very beginning, he runs by and there are rabbits and stuff that run by. Go with one of those 3D avatars. The HoloLive thing, fuck that. Turn into a, that I bet people would pay bits for. Turn me into a Well, because that's the meta, right? If I were like an attractive woman with large breasts, this would be an entirely different stream, now wouldn't it? The most I can hope for is like hot ripped dad bod. You know, I need a picture of Caleb Hart off to the side. That's what I want to be like. Caleb Hart 42, he's like half my age. Okay, 17 minutes. We're gonna do 14 for 4. Or no, we're fucking not. We're gonna do speed 4 for 2. Speed 4 for 2. Okay, I got it set up. Whew. But yeah, so I should be able to settle this stuff up with my Stream Deck, where I just like push a button to add speed 4, push a button to add speed 6. I would love to have total time for each speed, right? But yeah, I figured I had to have like a disclaimer. Like, don't be an asshole. Here's $1,000, speed 6. Like, thanks for the money. Fuck you. Like, so what's nice is that I have it reading from a text file for the speed 4, 5, 6 stuff. And so theoretically during the stream, I could like remove like, okay, no more speed 6, no more speed 5. And what I kind of want to do is at the beginning of the stream, well, I want to have stream loots. So here's one of the bridges. I love this fucking bridge. With stream loots, in the first, like, if I'm gonna run for an hour, the default is like speed 3 for an hour. And with stream loots, in the first like 10 or 15 minutes of the stream, people can pay to basically fill up the schedule. Like how many of those minutes will be speed 6, how many will be speed 5, or whatever. And then as we hit certain points, like speed 6, right now it's like $5. It's like $5 if you want me to do speed 6 for a minute. That fucking sucks. But if you buy 5, if there's like already 5 minutes, then it would be more. Like there'd be a point in the stream where I hit a button and like all the prices go up, and then they go up, and then they go up, and then they go up, until people are like, fuck that, you know? Trolling would get too expensive, basically. Oh shit, I was gonna do... Okay, so we're gonna do speed 4 for 3 now because I fucked off. So at 19 is speed 4 for 3. So the Mechalots, oh, we haven't seen the Mechalots yet. I can't wait for that shit. They saw the conks, they had a big fight with the conks. And the red one, we had tipped it sideways with the knockdown feature and did a flight thing and hid the base. And so it looked like it was crawling on the wall of the canyon. And like they fought it while it was like on the wall, you know? It was pretty fucking cool. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Speed 4, 3 minutes. Like honestly, SimCity, you can watch them at like 2 times speed and be okay. The group is still trying to like figure out improv with one another. It's still a little bit awkward where it's like we're all standing around in a circle being weird, you know? You know, and it's definitely, John does such a good job with NPCs, right? He has this NPC that is totally realistic, totally like in the setting, has a cool personality, has a name, and the players are talking to him like adventurers do. They say weird shit, they do weird stuff. You know, he tries to like step back, or no, like, he eyeballs, oh, I can feel it now. He eyeballs the cleric, gives it like, you know, it's like the eyebrows, because she's sexy, right? And so Anala, her like ninja guardian, slaps him. Like gets in his way, like slaps him. But she rolls like this epic fucking crit. And so she like ultra slaps him. And so he's like, whoa, okay, that's cool. And he's like, well, you know what, actually, it doesn't seem like you guys like me. So I'm gonna leave now. And then Tick goes to like stop him. like grapple him or something like that. And so to the party, they are acting like a bunch of players sitting around a table being weird adventurers. But the guy is so true to his character and so true to the setting where he's like, okay, you guys are actually really sketchy and are probably more dangerous than who I was rescued from. I'm out. And like says goodbye and like runs off. It's just such a funny fucking scene. Oh, I have a minute more of this? Okay. It's kind of weird post-stream with the giveaways and stuff. Yeah, just skip it. You don't need to watch that shit. The giveaways are really good though. They do the box sets and like the signed books and stuff. They get some of the coolest fucking swag. Oh, so John got feedback on Talespire from like some important person at like the official Dark Sun website. And they were like, yeah, your Talespire boards look boring. And I don't know if there's something that you could have told John that would have like hurt his feelings more. Because it was like a fucking it's like the sand dune scene. They're in a fucking desert. Like, what do you want? And yeah, so he told me that today. And so he and I were like, oh, for fuck's sake, okay. So he and I talked about that, like, what can we do? We can add some vegetation, you know? So that was kind of like a sad thing, but he took it in stride, you know? What can we do to make it better? But I could tell, you know, I don't know. That was kind of rough. But that board is kind of lame. It's not lame, it's just a fucking desert. They're wandering the dunes. Like, wandering the dunes is boring. I actually thought about some weather stuff, sand dust. So there's like, in the weather effects, there's like dust motes. But if there was like true wind, like, you know the wind one where it like moves trees or something, like it somehow it interacts with things. But yeah, if there was like a light dust storm or like a light, heavy, and like blinding dust storm, that'd be kind of cool. So maybe we should explore the wind stuff to try to help out. Oh my god, I already feel as tired as I did at the end of the 80 minutes, whatever that was, yesterday. Oh. I don't think it's weather effects. Oh, so it'll like blow dust motes around and that kind of thing. Well, we can mess with it. Weather's still kind of jank, where you have to hold control. I'm gonna turn this fan on. You have to hold control to place it so that it has a token. Otherwise, you have to like delete your board basically. There's no way to turn the weather off. There's no way to, you have to close out, turn off Calp and all that stuff, log back in, find the token and delete it. That's like the only way. I think development's gonna start pretty soon on our program. I need to confirm milestones and cost, like milestone deliverables and cost with John. I wrote up 4 or 5 like pre-development stories in Jira to start work on that. Oh, that was bad. Inhaled a bunch of sweat. Whew. Shit, what the fuck was I? Oh yeah, so theoretically development will begin on that at some point. Everybody seems pretty inclined to go ahead and start work without the paperwork being signed, which is great, but I'm still like, I know work's begun, but we should still sign paperwork because it takes like 30 minutes to put it together, and we will really thank each other if we get all fucking pissed off in like a year, you know? You can make a few placeable effect minis. Yeah, if like we can place them and then hide them or something. Yeah, it's remembering the control modifier and how fucking annoying it is if you fuck it up. You know, so it's like hardly worth doing. Or it's just risky. Like, you would never doing it during play. It would always be like there's a sandstorm when the board loads, you wouldn't want to be like, oh, as you're walking through the village, a storm shows up, and then the storm's over. Like, you'd never want to do that just because it's risky. Oh, SimCity, you're gonna fucking love this. In R2 Mod, man, all of the configuration keybinds are reversed. Shift V is not Shift V. It is V, then Shift. All of the keys are modifiers, and all of the modifiers, like Shift Control, are keys. Which means, and I'm gonna run faster because I'm so pissed off about this. Let's do, oh, dude, speed 4. Speed 4 for 3. Speed 4 for 3. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Here we go. Ready? Speed 4 for 3. Okay. So, if you have a Stream Deck, or you're writing a batch file, or anything like that, it will not let you bind it like that. Modifier keys always come first. If I'm making a macro in Final Fantasy XIV, I can't tell it, you know what, do this. If I'm holding V, then I hit Shift. That's not a fucking thing, right? So, John can't bind any of his Stream Deck to any keys with a modifier. He can only bind his Stream Deck to straight flat keys, like A, B, C, D, J, plus sign, you know? So that limits him so much. Because heaven forbid you want to rename a board, and you want to rename it like the Little Rabbit Guy's Happy Place, but oh shit, the P button is linked to switch board, the Y button is linked to more sizes, like, so he can't use, like, he's super fucked. And I laugh, but it's actually pretty shitty. But I'm glad that you can understand why that's a problem, right? Oh, God. Oh, 90 more seconds of this. Fucking hell. Oh, man. That's what this stream will be. This stream will be jogging and ranting about Talespire plugins. And all the plugins just use random yeah. So, and you have no way of knowing if they're conflicting, right? At least Holofox made an attempt to have an in-app settings thing, so at least in there, you have a way of seeing what is bound for each of them, and can hopefully spot if they're bound to multiple things and it's fucked up. But otherwise, it's a totally up to you. Yeah. So what's nice about Holofox's thing is some of them can be bound from the app, some of them cannot. So at least like 10% you don't have to restart Talespire to fuck with, you know? Oh, fucking, yeah, why can't it be like, click, do the key combination you want. Boom. Alt-Shift-1. It's smart, right? So, it's just more fuel for the fire for us to build our own thing. Oh, I did it. Fucking did it! Yeah! Oh. Okay. Okay, we're gonna cruise at speed 3 for a good while here. What's my heart rate at? Heart rate. Don't care about steps. Heart rate's 161. I think that's good. What's bad? Like 190 is like sit the fuck down. 160 hopefully is my active zone heart rate. Oh Christ. So yeah, it's just more fuel for the we need to make our own shit fire. What's it? All right, so at 35, I'm gonna do Mr. Red speed 6 for a minute. Well, I'll do 6x4, 1, 1, 1. And that will probably tap me. Oh man. So are you done? I mean, John doesn't have any more models and stuff at the moment, does he? He posted those new ones, but you all like slammed those out super fast. Okay, oh, let me get this ready. Okay, 1 minute. We got 1, 1, 1. Okay, cool. Oh man. How's it going with your kiddos? I think today we had the biggest meltdown ever in the life of our almost 6-year-old. She's got like a month, her birthday's in like a couple weeks. We were driving in the car, in the minivan, and the sun was coming through the window next to my daughter and shining right in the eyeballs of my son, like right next to her, right? And he's like crying. He's like, dude, the sun's in my eyes. That sucks, you know, he's crying. And so we were like, hey, please put the shade up. There's like a little shade. And she was like, no, don't want the shade up. I hate it. I hate this van. This van is stupid. We were kind of like, what the fuck? And so we like put the shade up and she like ultra lost it. Screaming, hollering, called the van stupid, pulled it down, kicking the seats, hitting the windows. And we were just like, what the fuck? And so we were like, look, like, you're not being safe. You can't be up here. And so we gave her, like, we drove for a good 10 minutes to get somewhere fucking safe, right? And, dude, she just came unglued. And we were like, okay, like, we're gonna swap her car seat into the back row. So we have 3 kids. Right now it's like son, older daughter, and then younger daughter, like middle kiddo. And so we're gonna swap them to put the eldest in the far back. Because I can't drive with her screaming, kicking my ear. Wow. Needless to say, yes, that pissed her off. Oh, I remember. All right, speed 6 for 1 minute. Oh, okay, this is it right here. So, we like stopped, pulled over, took her out. The other kid was like, wow, she's really upset. And we're like, yeah, she's upset. So can you just like stand over here? She's like, yeah, sure. Got their car seats swapped, put her back in, buckled her ass in. I'm just super glad. I'm glad she didn't like try to unbuckle herself, because she could. If she was really trying, she could unbuckle herself. I'm so fucking glad she didn't. Managed to get home, and you know, she finally just like broke down weeping with my wife. She made a card for my wife that was like, I'm sorry, you know, and you know, I love you. And so they had a good talk about it. Oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to talk. I'm not gonna be able to talk. Okay, 5. Oh, come on. Click the button, click the motherfucking button. Okay. Oh. You're gonna have to talk, yo. You're gonna have to tell me some new shit for the next 90 seconds. Oh, fuck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Speed 4 is gonna feel so good. Come on. Okay. He just rages or cries. 30 seconds. I'm gonna do 3 for 2 minutes. So 38, 20 something, and then I gotta walk. Mostly travel on foot. He doesn't want to walk. Oh, really? Portuguese. Portuguese and Japanese? That's fucking good. For him. For them. Okay. I'm gonna have to revise my plan. Okay, I gotta walk. I gotta walk now. Fuck. That was like too much. That was too much. How old is your kiddo? 2? Our kids all kind of started walking in different ways. Our eldest just would sit down and then stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. And she just did that like all day. And then she finally like started to like walk around and stuff. The later kids, having the older one, they wanted to follow him everywhere. And Marigold, her middle kid, she didn't want to walk. She got really good at crawling. She could crawl like lightning. And so getting her to transition from crawling to stand up just took time. But ours was all during the pandemic. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't go to the park. We didn't do shit. So mostly it was just like around the house kind of stuff. But yeah, thankfully, we had the older kid for them to want to hang out with and follow. So yeah, walking has never been tough. Or my Arthur, the youngest kid, he's been walking for a long time now. He's just now going to be 3 in August. And his language is really pretty good now. We needed to articulate. Like there's still sometimes where he just whines and you're just like, I can't help you unless you use words, man. So we're trying that transition's still happening. Where he gets so upset he can't like actually speak yet. He's stuck in the house with the kids. Actually, it wasn't bad. They took it kind of fine because they didn't really know any better. We still did like preschool. We like visited family and stuff. But we, didn't really go to parks until the last like 6 months or so, 6-8 months. But I work, and I work from home. I've worked from home for a long, long time. And so my wife is a stay-at-home mom, but she does like homeschool and she does like full-on like basic school with kids. So, fucking shit. So it hasn't been bad. We have like kind of a big backyard and our upstairs and downstairs. So they've had like places to be. Places to like have fun. We've had birthday parties and all that stuff. I think we really won't know the impact until they're like a bit older. If they're all like mega introverts or I think the eldest is going to be pretty extroverted. It is a lot of work for her. It is. I mean, it's I agree. I could not do that either. I would not sign up for that. But that's what she's wanted to do. My wife's wanted to be a mother since she was like a teenager. And she and I met. I went to the East Coast and did business stuff and came back and had a horrible first marriage and all this shit. Went back to college when I was like 30, early 30s, 32, 33. And I think she was in her junior year. Maybe she was senior year too, I can't remember. But like, I had a full-time job and like 17 credits of classes. So like a lot of fucking work. And on our first date, getting the first date is its own anecdote. But our first date was very much like, hey, I don't have a lot of time. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I'm going to be graduating soon. And when I graduate, here's what I want to do. Like, I want to get a house, I want to get married, probably have some kids because I'm not getting any younger. And by the time that would happen, I'm going to be like 40. I'm 42 now. And we started, I was like 35, 36 or something, 35. But yeah, it was like, first date was like, do you want kids? You know what I mean? Like, do you want kids? Are you religious? You know, how do you feel about public school? And she was just basically in the same place where she was trying to date guys, but she's quite a bit younger than I am. She's like, how old is she? She's like mid-20s. She's quite a bit. I think she's like 8 years younger than me, which is kind of a lot. But she has been through a lot in her life, and so all of her boyfriends, of course, she couldn't ask one of them like, hey, do you want kids on a date? Because they just like freak out, right? You ask a 25-year-old if he wants kids, that guy is like gone. So it just worked out where she was younger, wanted to have kids. Like your mom, I was older, ready to settle down. I'd been through all the shit already, ready for the next thing, and it just worked out. So it's kind of our like first date anecdote, where I'm like, yeah, I asked her if she wanted to have kids, after she was religious. I asked her what her plans were after college, and she was like, yep, okay. And then we did. We like fell in love and got married, and you know, we're kind of living the American dream now. The pretty honestly privileged white American dream, which I'm very thankful for, but I'm also very cognizant that you know, I don't want to become a part of the problem. But the problem being, you know, old white men telling the world how to fucking do shit. Oh, so there you go. There's my wife and I getting married anecdote. She had all that shit planned too. She knew what kind of dress she wanted. She knew what kind of cake she wanted. She knew where she wanted to get married. I think she pretty much had names for the kids picked out. Oh man. Fucking hell. That's at an incline of 4? This is brutal. I do want to go to the end of this video though. I can't tell how much is left. The video is 50 minutes, and I think I started it like a touch early, so I've got, you know, another 6 minutes or so. Which actually is pretty, it's like not even midnight. So, you know, kind of a realization that I had yesterday or whatever was, you know, rather than doing my Fallout 76 dailies in an MMORPG, I fucking ran. And I feel good about it. Like, when I get done with this, I take a cold ass shower, and I go straight up to bed, and I usually read for an hour. So, I'm actually reading the Prism Pentab books, the Dark Sun series. And it's scary. Dark Sun is way scary. Like, I knew Dark Sun was bad. I've read a lot of Dark Sun material. Those books are fucking scary. Like, the stuff that you can run into, I didn't even, like, it's this weird, twisted, psionic LSD dream, right? You know, with these sorcerer kings that can more or less do whatever they can imagine. And what they can imagine is fucked up. And so, yeah, the more that I'm reading the books, the more I'm like, oh shit. If he does this, like if he actually does the Sea of Silt, which is basically a fucking, you know, ocean made of like super fine sand, there's someone who falls in, and like the description of someone going under, where it's like, it's in your eyes, it's like you're instantly suffocating, but it's like fine. And sort of like get in your lungs, you know what I mean? And someone like pulling them out and like basically doing the like there's a special Heimlich that they do to get it out of your, because it just clogs your throat. It's weird. You're liking Curse of Strahd? Yeah, it's... If I were running Curse of Strahd, I'd probably have a hard time running Curse of Strahd than reading about a different setting. Because then I feel like I would start blending the genres. But thankfully, I'm not running Curse of Strahd. I mean, I might someday, but I feel, I don't know, Curse of Strahd's intimidating. Like, I've seen it done really well. I know the setting really well, and there's so much opportunity there that I'm just a little like afraid that I would fuck it up for a group. You know what I mean? And like messing up a Curse of Strahd campaign for a group, I'm actually like pretty fearful of that. It'll still take a while. Yeah. I mean, Curse of Strahd is like a multi-year campaign. If you go the full route, you know what I mean? Like, if you do the due diligence and like lay the breadcrumbs and, you know, flesh out all the NPCs and follow all the plot threads and all that stuff. For me, it's almost too complex for me. Like, I'm a little more, I don't know, I like power fantasies. So, oh, there's that guy. There's a guy who won't give me any water. Fuck that guy. What's he saying? Oh, I like kind of simpler stuff, I think. Like, there's the drama and there's the intrigue and all this other stuff. But it's tough for me to sit down to a session and be like, okay, we're gonna have 3 sessions of intrigue where they learn these things and these backstories and the bad guys are gonna be coy and it's like, I want a monster to like put its foot through the wall and try to kick him in the teeth, and I want them to, you know, levitate boulders and drop, like, I don't know, it's, when I sit down and I want to relax and run a game, I think if there's too much thread and too much complexity and too much drama, I want to put so much work into it that it becomes work. Rather than like me as a release for myself as a DM. Fucking hell. There's a lot of drama, Curse of Strahd. Yeah. Yeah. And it's I would probably run Curse of Strahd if I was paid to. But I have a really hard time stopping myself from putting like 150%. And so I really don't want to start a Curse of Strahd game because of that. Like, I'd rather do like an overland exploration campaign where it's like their next goal is to go into some dungeon and find a widget and bring it back out, and then they can kind of decide where they want to go without like already knowing necessarily what's at the end and covered everything. The campaign material makes you go wild with all the characters. Dude, I'm so proud that I did all the maps and stuff in Curse of Strahd, and I read a lot of the material by proxy, you know? And I had no idea Vasily was Strahd. No idea. Absolutely no idea. That was probably the biggest fucking reveal in like a campaign that I've been a player in, like in my whole life. You know, where it was like, are you kidding? Like jaw dropped. Like, what? And like, I had no clue, no suspicion. And my character's like a dwarven barbarian who doesn't. I thought the guy was like a fop and kind of like a piece of shit who's just trying to like get in Irina's pants. And so I was telling Irina, like, you know, hey Irina, here's a sword when you need to protect yourself because I think this guy's a chump. Like, I told him that to his face. I was like, you know, here's a sword, Irina, for when you need protection, because I don't think he's going to be able to do it. And so, like, later on when he transformed, I was like, oh no. That was so fucking funny. And he had to, like, and as the DM, he had to, like, control himself, right? He, like, couldn't let himself react to me doing this to Vasily. He still had to, like, roleplay Vasily like he would have been. Oh, shit. Follow this channel. Virtual jogging background? Virtual some shit. I don't know. Oh, man. There's the meme. There's the meme beeps. Stop. So I learned that I have 3 monitors plugged in and my television. I was actually like unplugging and plugging in my television because I didn't know that I could actually have all 4 plugged in. Now I do. Oh, fuck. Wow. We did it. No! No, 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 no! No! I didn't write down my distance. Fuck. Okay, it's definitely 50 minutes. It was 50 minutes, but I have no clue what my distance was just now. What do I do? Do I just not give myself credit? This will be a meme too. Once you're here first, SimCity. Once I start getting subscribers, I'm gonna have the emote that's like, write down your time, you know. Oh, my Fitbit will tell me how many steps I took. 5,500 steps. .68 miles. Fitbit's got my back. Fitbit's got my back. Fitbit's got my back. Fitbit's got my back. Okay, what do we got here? 2.68 miles. And it was like 50 minutes, right? That doesn't seem right. Well, I mean, I guess in 84 minutes I went 4.1 miles. Huh, I don't know. Those are the stats, though. That's what I'm running with. Well, it is now time to go shout. SimCity, thank you so much for stopping in and talking to me. I really do appreciate it. I'd like no pressure or anything, but having you here to talk to me for 50 minutes and not have to monologue to myself for 50 minutes has been very nice. While this continues to be a dumpster fire, right? I don't know. I don't know that I would watch someone jog in pretty background, talk about stuff. Maybe. But it's what I need. It's what I need. It's even if it's not what people want. It's what I need. Okay, man. Today, what day is today? Tuesday? It's Tuesday. So I won't be streaming tomorrow because Wednesday's date night with my wife. So I might be back Thursday. Shall see. All right. Have a great night, SimCity. Anybody else who's watching and isn't saying anything, I'm Demon Gunned, I jog, and I talk about tabletop RPG stuff and video games and apparently anecdote from my life. If you want to see more of this garbage, feel free to follow. I do have a Patreon where I do some stuff. I guess if you want to. I mean, I think it still spans it. I make some 5e content. I make Talespire maps, that kind of stuff too. Anyway, have a great night. Catch you later.